G'day and welcome to this Christmas Day special of Speedway The Inside Dirt. We hope you're having an awesome Christmas day, Christmas morning. You're fed, you're watered, everything. I'm well hydrated. We've got plenty of presents still to give out here. We hope you're enjoying yours. But in the meantime, we've got the best footage from the season so far, the 2019-2020 season, from the Speedway The Inside Dirt team. At Palmy Speedway, it's a rugby ground during the winter, so there's only one way to get it to a speedway track. So let's go and see Puck and his team of workers and watch it from rugby to speedway. Let's get the show on the road. So there we saw it, Puck and his team of workers, and you even got a sneaky footage shot of Bruce Robertson hard at work putting the track together. How cool is that? But now we get into the racing, and it's the first stock car feature of the 2019-2020 season at the Robertson Holden International Speedway. Our Holden Colorado pace chute pulls off, and we go green. A great start there by the 223 right here, Robertson from the outside, straight to the pole line. Straight to the lead, Kyle Rowe. He biffs a Rotorua car out of the way. That's Sam Geyser. And it's right here, Robinson leading them. Oh, he gets it all crossed up.
Two-wheeler.
And he gets it going again. We've got a red, we've got one up and over.
Hamish McLeod.
And Mooney will get the white flag with one to go. He gives Prescott the hurry up out the way. The right front's come off the 54 from Stratford. Come out of turn 4. As Myers spins out. Prescott, and this time Mooney. Look at this, a slide dive.
Oh.
And it's Luke Myers who takes the win. Luke Myers in the 15P car.
Oh, that would have hurt.
Feature race win goes to the 6V of Dion Mooney after a very interesting finish as we saw there with the 15P of Luke Myers in second place. Royden Winstanley, 82p in third. It's Kane Dittmer, 93p in fourth. Justin Hutchby, down from Huntley, 88h in fifth place. And Caelan Mooney, with his dad winning the race. Caelan Mooney finishes in sixth place in his first season of stock cars. What a feature that was. One of the closest finishes ever at the Robertson Holden International Speedway. And a man you'll see feature quite a bit in this episode, Dion Mooney, took out that first race win. Now though, it's down Puki Puki Road in Orua Downs. It's Rees Race Cars Open Day. What a setup out at Rees Race Cars, and thanks to Pete for letting us out there. But now it's to one of Pete's mentors, the Robin Pratt Memorial, a man who, as I say, mentored Peter Rees throughout the start of his stock car career. A man who then Pete went on to win the memorial title for him 7 times. We crossed to the Robin Pratt Stock Car Memorial at the Robertson Holden International Speedway. Right, Robin Pratt Memorial night, and we're catching up with the 172 car here, Daniel Burmeister. Daniel, mate, Robin Pratt Memorial, always a big night. What's the expectations out there for yourself?
Oh, really, I've got no expectations at all. It's a brand new car we're debuting tonight, so just to finish a couple of races, I'll be stoked. But going on previous years, and good as it is and all checked over it, you never know what will happen.
You've been pretty much the man around here for the season points the last couple of years, obviously missing out last year. So a bit of confidence though. I know, like you said, you've got a new car, bit of confidence though in general, knowing you know how to clock the points up in these championship events.
Yeah, no, it'll be a bit different learning how to drive, totally different driving style and everything, but you just keep going, and passing cars is passing points, so it's good.
And new car this weekend, debuting it. What made you go to the new car, and tell us a bit about that, mate?
Oh, I just sort of thought I've had that one for coming on 10 years, so I thought, why not? You never know if you're going to get better if you don't try, so got an offset and a bit longer wheelbase and a few different things just to give it a go and try hunt those titles a bit harder.
Alright, we're catching up with a regular visitor here to Palmy Speedway, Dion Mooney, racing out of Wanganui in the 6V car. Dion, mate, Robin Pratt Memorial tonight. Have you done many of these meetings?
Yeah, I've done a few Robin Pratts, never come out anywhere though, but that's the way it goes.
So a bit like we were talking to Dale Robertson earlier, you're just one of these sucker for punishments that keep coming back and the title never goes out of town.
Oh, we keep coming here because you're racing with good cars all the time, so it works out better along the long run, eh?
Do you think now, like I says, the title, I think it's been out of Palmy once, and it was to Josh Prentice, and even then you can't really count it because he'd only just moved out. Do you think you're going to be the first one to take the Robin Pratt Memorial out of Palmy?
Oh, it'll be hard work tonight to do that, I think. We'll probably try to get stopped in the end.
Robin Pratt appeared at the Robertson Holden International Speedway, then of course the Palmerston North Speedway, back in the mid to late 1970s. He discovered the downside of Speedway early, suffering endless motor problems, having to deal with big names at the time like Evans, Parks, Myers and McIntyre. In 1988 he got a little more serious about his cars, buying an ex-Paul Demansa car and running under Main Freight sponsorship. A variety of colours followed, but retaining the 21P number. He lived for Speedway. In his career, he was a two-time Manawa 2 champion, a West Coast champion, and top points for Manawa 2. His life was running his stock car with his wife Trish. At the fateful meeting in 2000, he passed the white flag on his final lap and in the lead. He tangled with other cars in the race near the pit gate and suffered a fatal heart attack. His brother David approached the then promoters, Spike Richardson and Scott Myers, about a memorial race series in Robin's honour. The first memorial was run in 2001 with Peter Rees taking out the first one. In subsequent years, Peter was to win it 7 times, with other drivers Graham Ward, Wayne Norris, Gary Davis and Darrell Wallace, all previous winners of this title.
Right, Sam Prescott's off pole by himself. The 75 underway. Andrew Carroll in behind in the 55. And Cameron Renwick, the 76 rounding outside. He goes, here comes Royden Winstanley, the 82 into third. Your defending champion, and we got Jaden Hall round on the start-finish line, the 153. Good start there from Winstanley in the 82 car. Slotted it into second spot now. Just goes up the inside of Renwick. Still Prescott leading. He threw it into the corner pretty hard there, the 75. Still Sam Prescott leading it from Cameron Renwick. As we say that, Prescott goes wide in 4 and Renwick into the lead. And look at this, Winstanley gets tangled up with Myers. And Myers is up and over. McLeod's involved in that.
Back on his
Lucas Hayes involved. And look at this.
What a
Greg
mess.
Eden's involved as well. What did Scafie and Crompton say? The track is blocked. The track is blocked.
There is a tyre on the track in turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, they're keeping an eye on that. We've got 2 laps to go.
Prescott, brilliant drive. Renwick, Mooney now in third.
That tyre's made its way down to the bottom of the track. White flag, 1 to go now for Sam Prescott. So officials wanting to keep this race flowing. They're doing a good job of keeping an eye on it. Royden Winstanley just collects that tyre. Sam Prescott now gives Jaden Hall a nudge. It's going to be Prescott and Renwick. It's going to be a drag to the line here as they flick the tyre. Oh, they come together and Prescott just holds on to the win. Scenes from last weekend's feature between Mooney and Myers. It all happens again. Well, that was an action-packed Heat 2 there, and Sam Prescott in the 75P managed to pick up his first win in the stock car class in Heat number 2. Cameron Renwick was on the podium last year, comes home in second. Dion Mooney, another good finish for him, finishing up third, our defending champion, once again in the top 6 and 4th, Royden Winstanley. Brandon Jurgelet, he managed to sneak into the top 6 as well, and Mitch Pisani in the 28P after what was a very spectacular Heat 2. Okay, so good night here at the Robin Pratt Memorial. We started off with 30 cars. I think we actually only ended Heat 3 with about 10 or 11 going. But out of that 10 or 11 that was still going, it was Dion Mooney from Wanganui who came away with the Heat 3 win and the title, mate. Dion, I guess we'd call you the first official out-of-towner to win the title, and it's definitely the first Wanganui car. How cool is that to take home this Robin Pratt Memorial?
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good, you know. We come here every year expecting to get something, you know, but we always get beaten up at the end. To come here with a lot of cars, it's just survival of the fittest tonight with the cars falling off, so we were just lucky, I suppose.
We saw the massive pile-up that happened in Heat number 2, and you were literally the only car that got through it. What were you thinking when you saw that unfolding in front of you?
I didn't actually see it. I think I was just driving past it as it all happened, and I missed the whole lot, and I'm sitting down the back straight on the red light, so what the hell's going on? We just can't see anything.
See, we told you we'd see Dion Mooney again. The winner, the first winner officially of out-of-town drivers to take home the Robin Pratt Memorial. Let's put it that way anyway. But now we go to Oceanview Speedway, the home of the 2020 New Zealand Superstock Championship. We catch up with Jared Wade and he talks to us about the reboot of the Kiki Kings.
Hey guys, Jared Wade here, the driver of number 85K Superstock. We've made our way all the way to Oceanview Speedway today, come all the way from Hamilton. Raced last night at our home track, our opening meeting at Kiki. Had a fair bit of damage to do on the cars this morning, so it was a bit of a frantic drive to get here. A good 6 hours, 5.5 hours to get here, so we're all ready for tonight, try to get dialed in for the New Zealand champs here early January, so plans to really settle in and try and see what we can do here tonight and dragged along our teammates as well. We've got quite a few other Kiki cars here, and a lot of them are in the Kiki Kings this year, so we sort of travel as a group and work together, so really looking forward to getting out there and getting amongst it.
Pace chute pulls off on. Let's just listen to that beautiful sound as they pull away. It's Gary Davis leads from 58, Stefan Roygard.
Dykstra in the wall and one, not getting
85,
going.
Jared Wade. 33, Logan Sharp. Oh, the 28 cars in the wall. Bit of steam coming from the front of that. Graham Barr starting to move forward. So it's 26, Mitch Vickery. Watch for 2NZ, Peter Rees coming from back in the field. What a sound they make as they come down. Oh, big hit into the wall from Roygard on Davis. Everyone else avoids them. Davis gets down off the 58 car. But that's left Jared Wade out on the lead from Graham Barr, Mitch Vickery, Logan Sharp, Peter Rees. Just wait to see if Roygard gets going. Bruce Williams with a big spin to the infield.
Davis to the infield as well, and the 31 after that hit. He's pulled off, Roygard going.
Yep, 58 gets going, so no need to go red. Here comes the 85 leading from 85, Jared Wade from Graham Barr and 32P. Then Mitch Vickery, 26K, 33S, Logan Sharp, 2NZ, Peter Rees. May not be a horsepower track here, but boy, those guys are tramping. On Barr spins. He gets clouted by Vickery, gets Sharp up behind him. That's given Rees a chance, but it's also given Jared Wade a really handy lead. It's white flag this time. And it's going to be Jared Wade gets the checkered flag as he comes across the finish line. Takes the win from 26, Mitch Vickery. 2NZ, Peter Rees.
How good do those Superstocks sound around Oceanview Speedway? And I cannot wait for the New Zealand Superstock Championship next week. Now though, we catch up with Puck once again. As you'd know, Palmy had a little bit of teething issues with the track at the starting season. So we'll catch up with Puck. He'll talk us through a bit of track prep, and all builds up to the Ray Tarrant Memorial Sidecar Champs, where Mike Wilson does a stellar job catching up with some riders and swingers.
Welcome. Obviously you can see we're hard into it, repairing the track from the 2 weeks of wet weather racing we had here, which ripped the track up a couple of weeks quite badly. Not an ideal racing surface. Just the wet weather in the winter got into the track down the south end and a little bit up in the northern end, and just never dried out, and with the clay tracks it just goes all clumpy and won't dry out. It hasn't been hot enough in the minute or two to dry out naturally. So we've called in all resources this week to open the track up, rotary hoe it up, dry it all out, and then put it back down again so it's ready to race on Saturday night with no holes in it. So big operation, big job. Thanks to Higgins, Highways, Robbie Anderson and all of the boys that helped do this exercise. It's been a bit of work to get everything together to get the machinery here to be able to do this. So also just over in the foreground there's two of the people that help us out with the track, Robbie Anderson obviously in the high vis there, and Dennis Todd, he's our scientific man, which gives us the heads up on the moisture content in the race service, and is a valuable asset to putting the track down and getting it to stay down good. So Dennis has been around for years and years doing the track here, and it's great value to the speedway here.
Yeah, the machine we're using, it's a Virgin stabilising or hoe, I suppose you'd call it. Probably worth $800,000, $900,000. It doesn't belong to Palmerston North. It's been brought down from Napier for the job, it's basically just a big rotary hoe. I mean, you can hoe anything with it. It'll hoe concrete. Does a good job on topsoil. Does a real good job on the track.
We're down at the southern bend of the track, which was the worst part of the track for the first 2 nights. And it's obviously been rotary hoed up, you can see, and we've just put some hydrated lime, just a very minimal amount of hydrated lime here, just to get the final bit of moisture out of it as we rotary hoe it up for the final time. And then the track will be laid down for Saturday nights. As I say again, thanks to Higgins, Highways, Robbie Anderson, etc. for all their input into getting this so we can make the track ready to race this Saturday night again and back to how it should be.
It's the Ray Tarrant Memorial. 20 sidecars here to do battle for this prestigious title. And I'm right here with the defending champions Mark Y and Jacob, a.k.a. Ropes Cooper. Guys, are you feeling it?
Yes and no. I'm a little bit nervous tonight, to be honest. It's a good field of bikes here, so it's going to be a hard-fought battle to get to the end.
Jacob, you're always up for it.
Oh, mate, just send it. Just send it. Well, I mean, we've got a wicked turnout of bikes tonight. I see Puck and Bruce and all of the team have tried putting on an awesome track out there, so hopefully, fingers crossed that stays together. But, man, any one of these 22 bikes that's lined up here tonight can take it.
To line up for the start for heat number 3, 39 on the inside, Buchanan and Ogilvie, and grid number 5, the 10 of West and Morton. Last bike in is the 39, Buchanan and Ogilvie. So experienced, so much Australian experience for this pairing. Here we go, the revs will come up. Heat number 3, who's going to make the start to turn 1? Again, it's the middle. Horse has made a good start, but Buchanan's done it on the inside. The 39, Buchanan and Ogilvie. First ones to make the start off the inside as they charge down this back straight in heat number 3. Horses in second place on the 17 bike. Third place is the 32 of Carter and Combs, and then it's the 27 bike of Bowler there in fourth. Well, can Horse catch Buchanan? Horse has got so much knowledge, so much track time here at Robertson Holden International Speedway. He's keeping Buchanan honest as they come down the back straight again, just slowly extending out the race lead for the 39 bike. Buchanan out in front, Ogilvie hanging off the back. Second place is still the 17 of Hislop and Stewart. They could get 4 big points out of this. Down the back straight they go for the last time. This is how good this guy is. He's a contender tonight for sure. Heat number 3, the win will go to the 39, Buchanan and Ogilvie. Second place is the 17 of Hislop and Stewart. Third place, I think, went to Carter and Combs. Well, just when you thought that this championship couldn't get any tighter, well, it has. We only have one clear-cut qualifier after the 3 rounds so far, and that's the 8P bike of Rob Miller and Red George, who finished on 14 points. They only dropped 1 point. The interesting thing, there's 5 bikes tied on 13 points, but only 4 of them can go through to the final. So we're going to have a 5-bike race-off to determine 4 places. You don't want to finish last in that one. From gate number 1, the 17 of Tony Hislop and Matt Stewart. Gate number 2, defending champions, 96, Mark Y, Jacob Cooper. Gate number 3, the 39 from Christchurch, Andrew Buchanan and Bailey Ogilvie. Gate number 4, 46, Russell Stewart and Andrew Parker. And gate number 5, up against the concrete for the husband and wife team from Hawke's Bay, the 51 of Kim and Kerry Johnston. 5 bikes, 4 laps. 4 bikes go through to the final of the Ray Tarrant Memorial sidecars, where it is just one race to determine the podium. Here we go. Oh, jumping the start, the 51 might be penalised for it. We've gone red and we've got a bike up against the fence. I think that was Horse on the 17. Is it Ropes? Is it the 96?
So there we go. They've been excluded. The 51 bike.
Yep, done. That takes a bit of the drama out of it. Unfortunately, Kim and Kerry Johnston, who started out so well early on tonight with 2 straight race wins, are going to have to park it up on the grass. It's just a formality now, unfortunately, but you will still want a race win to carry that confidence over through to the final, because there's 3 more of your competitors right there, right round the outside. I think it's the 39 of Buchanan. Look how fast that bike just lights up. He will lead the charge down into turn number 2, 3, and through 4 to complete lap number 1. Russell Stewart, Andy Parker in second place. Third place is the 17 of Hislop and Stewart. And just out the back, perhaps just circulating now, the defending champs of Wyan Cooper, knowing that they're in the show. Closing in, Russell Stewart on the 46. They're all hugging that pole line. 2 laps in, 2 to go. Oh, Buchanan misses the turn, just drifts out a little bit wide. Russell Stewart doesn't need to be told twice.
Oh,
contact!
Contact with the 17 bike.
Wow. Let's hope the swing is okay. That was hard
Stewart
contact
down in
into
turn
the wall.
Number 4, 2.
Hard contact. And they might just declare this a result. Wait and see what the referee makes of it. The swinger looks like he's going to get up on his feet. Does some push-ups, race fans. I told you they're tough, and a bit of break dancing. And fortunately, nothing broken. Mate, I don't think I've ever seen a sidecar passenger fall off, lay on the track, and then get up and do press-ups.
Yeah, shit, not ideal, eh? I done well the first time when we spun out in the top corner. I was like, yeah, nah, I've never let a bike go round and I'm not doing it this time. So I climbed off and I saved him and I screamed and while I was there, I was like, told you I'd save you. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what the heck happened there, but that man, I don't know whether it was the dirt or the concrete wall that hit my head, but didn't feel good. But hey, you got to let the crowd know that you're up and mobile and all okay, eh, somehow. And you all know I'm a bit of a show pony, so got to do something for the crowd to make them laugh, eh? Hey, a big shout out to Puck and Bruce Robinson and everything for the track that they've put on to have a massive turnaround like they did from the last weekend's racing. Top effort to Robertson Holden International Speedway for that. And also just a quick little shout out to our sponsors and everything that have got us here and got our new cool craft looking awesome. Pack and Save Gizzy, massive shout out to you guys. DMR Recycling and City Honda, massive thanks to you
Oh,
all.
hey, how crazy is that Jacob Cooper? I've got a mouthful of mince pie. But how cool was that Ray Tarrant Memorial and Jacob Cooper? Man, he's nuts. Right, now it's Show Night Cup for the Superstocks, and we'll watch Heat 3. I'll get back to eating. Here we go, on the limmy they are. And it's Peter B, gets a good jump, but Jack Myers, look at that, straight to the pole line, and they fish out wide. Charlin gets the squeeze to the wall. Peter Bengston, your race leader. Myers has moved up into that second spot. No, Rebecca Barr holds it. Myers back into third. So the 3 top of points along with William Humphries, who is currently sitting in that 5th spot. William Humphries. Remember, Rebecca Barr, Jack Myers and William all tied on points. The second, Peter B leading the championship. He's got a good 3-point buffer there. Leading this race. He's really known how to use the highline this season. And Michael Williamson's gone round in turn 1 and stalled it. And it's the 2 green cars leading the way. Peter Bengston and Rebecca Barr ahead of Jack Myers and William Humphries now looking up the inside of Myers. The 2 Panther teammates side by side into 3. Suspension a bit soft on the 94, bouncing through the corner, and Jack Myers, as we've seen so many times, he hits that wall and puts the foot down. Rebecca Barr is going to try the same. Myers elevates himself into second, and Barr loses another spot to Humphries. Oh, she goes in hard. We saw William Humphries go in hard too. Oh, and the Humphries Racing, he's got the lights on the wing. The aerofoil was lit it up. Just like the superstars of the UK, Watch that 94 as he comes around. Crowd, have a good look at that. He's got the LED strips down the aerofoil. How cool is that, David?
That's different.
That's the surprise we've all been waiting for. I've been looking forward to seeing that all night.
That's the first.
So out in front though, still Bankston leading the way ahead of Jack Myers. Rebecca Barr doing a great job holding off William Humphreys. Then we go back to Graham Barr. Last week it was Graham Barr topping the Lucas Oil Series. This week it's going to be Rebecca's turn on the podium if she can hold off William Humphreys. She's got 2 laps to do it. Bankston still leading it. Nice and comfortably too.
Pulling away as well.
Jack Myers, the 88 in second. And I'm going to be picking that Rebecca Barr. Oh, as I say it a bit too soon. Here comes William Humphreys up the inside. It's going to be a drag race out of 4. He climbs over the bonnet. William Humphreys almost goes over. Graham Barr moves up now into 3rd spot. William Humphreys has got into 4th.
Didn't slow Rebecca down much though.
I'll tell you what though, it's enough for William to pick up 3rd in the championship as Peter Bankston crosses the line and will take out the Show Night Cup. Jack Myers in 2nd and 2nd overall. Graham Barr in 3rd. William Humphreys in 4th. Well, Superstock Show Night Cup and the ugly duckling of Peter Bankston, well the car that is, was back on top and taking out the honours. Good to see Jack Myers feature after having a season off, and the debut of William Humphreys. Picked up 3rd, but a little bit of controversy. So we're going to go to the Humphreys workshop and talk to William all about it.
As most of you know, William debuted the car over the weekend at Palmy Speedway and became the man of a bit of controversy, almost breaking the internet, and so we thought we'd come and catch up with William. To start with, I guess, what was the need for a new car this season?
My old car, that chassis was 10 years old now. It was Dad's old one, and then I shortened it 45mm at Team Champs this year. So yeah, it needs a bit of work. So I was either fix that or build a new one, and I don't like cutting stuff up, so it's easier to go new. Even last couple of years, just been thinking of what I can do that, build something that looks different to anything else. And yeah, then once we decided, I need a new car, I just went home, pretty much got the crayons out and just started scribbling around and come up with this sketch. This is just something I've kind of worked out in my head, and in my head it all works, so no reason it won't work on the track.
Right, let's get into the controversy side of things, mate. You raced Saturday night in Palmy, 2nd November, and you got green sheeted that morning, yeah?
Yeah, we got green sheeted that morning, so that was okay. Yeah, we got screwed and aired, and everyone seemed to be pretty happy at that point, and we got out there for race 1, and it was good. I was after, then got out for the 2nd race and come down to the pits, and it seemed everyone had changed. A lot of the officials had changed their mind, or they'd seen it pop up on the internet or whatever, and so what they've done is they've issued me an impound notice for the car, and put those tags on there, obviously, so I can't go cut it up before they come inspect it, because they're going to come inspect it and make a call on, whatever their decision is we have to go by, I guess. But in my eyes, it's legal, and according to the rule book, how I read, is legal. Something different happens each time, something different comes out. Same thing with Rees and all that, they brought out these different cars, and there was a lot of stink when those come out, and now they're all good and everyone loves them.
Okay, so these bars here, essentially, it's one big bar, isn't it? Starts at this point here, straight up, round the back, and comes back down, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one piece the whole way around the back of the car. So yeah, it's not an extra welded on piece at the front, it's the actual roll cage starting there. Like I've had engineers reports done on it, and it actually comes in at least 4 times stronger than a normal roll cage. So I feel pretty comfortable sitting in this car at the moment. It's definitely, according to the computer results, it's definitely a lot stronger. But the main thing with that I thought was, we're racing that many cars now, and everyone's that quick. You get up, put up on your side, there's not much time, someone hits the back of your roll cage, they come forward pretty easy, because the current design, there's no bracing whatsoever for forward and back movement. The way I've done the back's got a lot more a lot more clearance between the back of the roll cage and my head than a normal one, and then obviously these front bars, the roll cage finishing a lot further forward than normal, was creating more of an angle. Also protects all the carburetor too, stops the car coming through your carburetor, you know, making fuel go everywhere.
I was going to say, next thing there's fuel everywhere. Yep.
So
everyone's buzzing about this on the bumper too, this hard facing. You've had that on there on quite a few cars, really, haven't you?
yeah, well, it just stops you wearing your bumper corners out, and otherwise you go around the wall once and the bumper corner's completely gone. So yeah, we just put a bit of hard facing weld on the corner, and that stuff handles them in rock buckets at quarries, so I'm sure it will handle us scraping around the wall and just saves everything.
And the choice to go with no body, easy choice, or just, you know, what's the go there?
I just went with that look of my sketch that I drew originally.
To be fair, I mean, the panels, because they're carbon fibre panels, aren't they?
Yeah, it's all full carbon fibre the whole way around, all the side panels and everything apart from the bonnet. There's been a bit of talk about this front panel, but that's all it is a front panel.
Oh, exactly right.
There's no airfoil in there, it's got a back on it.
It's looking pretty mounted to the actual chassis. There's no stays underneath it, no advantage or disadvantage like a wing would probably be, I guess.
Just a good spot to put some sponsors, really.
That's it, hey, that's it. On that note, you probably want to thank a few sponsors and a few people too.
Yeah, just all my crew, all my sponsors, you know, everyone who's helped out over the build, and yeah, we couldn't have done it without you guys, and yeah, it was good to get it there, and yeah, pretty stoked.
We've covered off a bit about that cage and the I guess the saga there, and it's good to, I guess, get your side of the story and clear that up, because I know a lot of people are talking about it.
Well, how's that for high drama? Good thing William's got it all under control, worked with Speedway New Zealand, and he's back on track. Good to see the 94P out there. Right, now we head up to Taranaki. We go to Stratford and we talk to some drivers. We get a bit of highlights from the midgets, the modifieds, stock car king of the mountain, and we'll see William Humphries at it once again, carrying his mate Blair Eulenberg, I think, to another Superstock Best Pairs victory.
Small field of modifieds lined up for the City of New Plymouth Classic, where there was some class racing.
Bunter on the gas, he's on the inside, he's flying. He gets wide, Bunter pulls it down tight, down low, here we go, Jacko, up comes Carl. All the go on the show meantime, Jason Callan out in the front. Lapping 15.0, these guys are flying, 15.0 for a lap.
After the third heat, 3 drivers were all tied for that third position, so a 3-way runoff was needed.
Oh, race now. Bunter on the inside of Jason. Bunter lights him up down the backside. Oh, Jason comes crashing back on the inside. Drives right through the inside. Bunter tries to crisscross him again. Jason 2 out of 2, 3, he's still third.
Overall, 71S John Jackson took out the City of New Plymouth Classic, with Carl Hinton 24S in second, and then winning that 3-way runoff was the 12S of Jason Kalin, coming home third place overall. And then we have a couple of highlights from the midget class, one featuring 67S Tyler Robbins with that big rollover there. While in Heat 2, Duane Hickman, he done the double after winning Heat 1, followed it up by winning Heat 2, so a great run there for Duane, the 95S midget.
Hi, my name is Zane Riddick and I'm the driver of the 61S Superstock, and first time racing a Superstock this season, first ever time, and it's great learning about the car, new class, new everything. Raced at Palmy last night for opening meeting, went pretty well, kept out of mischief, had a play, got to learn the car a bit more. Now we're here at practice day today learning more about the car. We're here to have a ball and bring on the season.
Is this your first season of Speedway?
This is my first season. It's taken 2 years to build, so it's finally here. Both cars are taking 2 years, so yay!
Okay, so what were you racing before this?
Before this, I was racing a Kerrigan mini stock for 5 seasons, I think, and taught me a lot and loved it all, but it was time to move on and gain experience in another class. So this is a brand new Triple X out of America, and Tim Clark from Clark Performance in Auckland has put it together for me. He's done an amazing job, and it's got a Hartley 4 AGE in it.
How are you finding the mini sprint?
This here rocks quite a lot, very low to the ground and a lot more speed, and it's a lot more touchy, and I have to really critique my driving skills.
What are your aims for this season in the mini sprint?
Just to really finish every race as well as I can. I don't really want to do damage for my first season, and yeah, just to gain a lot of experience and a lot of friends. Tell us a bit about your car.
It's a Kiriga chassis with a Hartley V8 Nissan in it, and yeah, it's about all.
What are your goals for the season?
Finish some races. Yeah.
Do you want to get some placings?
It'd be nice, eh? But
who is your rival?
My rival? I don't know.
Who is your idol?
Mark Phipps.
Okay, that's a good one. And what other classes would you want to race?
Maybe sprint cars, super saloons, or solo bikes. Yeah.
Are you single for the ladies?
Very single.
A good field of stock cars lined up for King of the Mountain.
2-1, she's on the outside, foot hard down, she's flying. Look at her go. William Hughes nicking it down the back straight there, side by side on turn 3. What a battle!
And the first heat ended with a close battle across the line between the 99S of Will Hughes and the 47S of Damien Hindstand, while the current 1NZ Tyler Walker finished up in third place. In second heat, Tyler Walker started from grid 10 and by lap 2 was in the lead, and that's where he finished with the same top 3 from heat 1. Damien Hindstand coming home second once again, and Will Hughes in the 99S coming home in third.
Win for Tyler. King of the Mountain chance, round 2.
In the third heat, Tyler Walker, the New Zealand champion and defending King of the Mountain, got a lot of attention. With the help of his Stratford Stormers teammates, was able to get across the line first. But that was until Speedway New Zealand deemed that he put 2 wheels over the pole line and disqualified him out of the race, taking him right out of title contention, giving the overall King of the Mountain Championship win to the 99S of Will Hughes. Damien Hindstand, 47S, finished up second overall, and the 517S of Mark Woods coming home in third. Now we're on to the best pairs for Superstocks at Stratford Speedway with defending champions William Humphreys and Blair Eulenberg. Looking to make it 3 in a row, of course William having his first run on the track in his new car. In Heat 1, William came home in 4th place in the 94P, and following him home, of course, was Blair in the 28S. So great start for defending their title. On to the second heat where William got to grips with the car and he came home taking the win, meaning that the pair of William Humphreys and Blair Eulenberg had enough points by the end of round 2 to take home the title. They finished up overall on 105 points to take out the best pairs at Stratford Speedway for 3rd year in a row. Second overall was the 61S of Zane Riddick and the 95S of Mike Kizzer, and in 3rd overall went to 12S Simon Joblin, borrowing the Mark Phipps car, and Kelly Shearer in the 76S.
Well, that was awesome to see Blair Eulenberg and William Humphreys take out their 3rd, that's right, 3rd, Superstock best pairs at Stratford Speedway. Now we head to the future of Speedway. We talked to Charlie O'Hara. Now Charlie, he scored himself a drive for the season in the Manawatu Speedway Club mini stock. Who knows? Will Charlie be another New Zealand champion, just like William, in years to come?
Well, we're doing youth mini stocks tonight, and the 31P is the Manawatu Speedway Club car. It was available for a young driver getting into the sport last year, and this year it's in the hands of Charlie O'Hara. Charlie, I guess your family's been involved in Speedway for a while, and you've probably been coming since you're pretty small, so this would be something a bit different. And did you think you might get the opportunity to actually jump in and drive one of these things?
Well, we actually didn't put our name into the draw first place.
You didn't? So how much did you have to pay to bribe them?
They actually called us and told us to put our name in.
And what was your first thought when you got the news that yes, you were it?
Well, I was actually in Whangarei for a hockey tournament. So I was jumping around, pretty much screaming in Whangarei Boys High Hostel. Dad's got it on video.
Going a bit crazy, eh?
A little bit.
Okay, so how have you found the car so far? Talk us through your first time you took it out.
It was a little bit getting used to, just as I've never driven a manual before, but I feel like I picked it up real quick.
Yep. So when you were lining up there, for your very first race, everyone else was around you, and of course with the youth class there's quite a few, and a lot of new guys too. What did you decide to do? Did you have any race plan?
Not really. Just drive and have fun.
Just drive and have fun. So were you sort of sticking to the pole line, or were you going out a bit further?
Yeah, I was quite slow the first race. I realised that, seeing videos, and I kind of knew that I had to pick up my speed.
How many races have you done so far?
6, and I've had 2 meetings at Harrisville.
Oh, Harrisville, okay. So do you think you've improved from number 1 to number 6?
A lot.
A lot. So where do you think you might go with it? I mean, are you looking to perhaps go to Rotorua or something like that?
I would love to do MIP next year. That's my dream. It's always.
Wouldn't that be something? I haven't been there, but people talk about it. They say it's a huge mini-stock meeting, isn't it?
A lot of my friends, Max Lowe, Curtis Tanidi, Josh Mulcahy, they say that they love it.
So the car's going well?
I don't really care. I just love a car anyway.
You just jump into the car and go whether it goes or not. So are you putting some effort into looking after it?
We've had a couple of late nights.
Yep.
Out with Blake Barnett and Wally Barnett.
Have you had any damage?
Drive shaft popped out.
Oh, but that's sort of normal racing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not sort of damage as such. Yeah. I mean, your steel work's been fine.
Yeah, it has.
Okay. So this season, you're just going to attend as many meetings, I guess, as you can.
The plan is to get off my mentorship, so we're going to hopefully do that tonight.
Yeah. So long term, I know it's only 6 meetings in a mini stock, and it's too early probably to think of long term. But where do you think you'd like to go?
Well, we really need a car. We don't want a car, we need a car. That's all that I can say.
Have you written your letter to Santa?
No, my birthday present and my Christmas present was my helmet.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, you got to start somewhere, don't you?
Yeah.
So now I think you have to write your letter to Santa and just see whether you might slip a mini stock into the sleigh. The back of the sleigh would be cool.
Yeah.
And then, are you looking to perhaps go further into another class in the years to come?
Well, I really want to race midgets when I get older.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Yeah,
I think that'd be a handful, wouldn't it?
I just love the adrenaline in them.
Yeah, and particularly when you get a lot of them.
Yeah, it is.
The racing's real close, isn't it?
I've never been to Western Springs either.
Oh, well, you have to get up there and have a look. That's fantastic.
Well, good on you, Charlie, and all the best for the rest of the season. Now, though, still in Palmy, and we're catching up with some midget car drivers, or as Santa likes to put it, elves. You know, little elves. And it's the first time in many years that Palmy Speedway's had midgets contracted to them. So let's go to trackside and catch up with the drivers and watch a bit of racing.
Well, 4P is Kerry Brocklebank. How much time in the midget, Kerry?
This is my second meeting, and first time at my home track. So
how do you compare it with what you used to?
It's got quite a lot more power, and it's quite a lot looser. So it's got to learn to control the power smoothly.
What made you decide to move into one of these?
Just sort of change class for a change. I still got my mini sprint and I'll still run it as well.
Yep.
So I'll be running both classes.
Mate, what was what influenced you in going to the midget?
I think I'd sort of come to the end with the mini sprint, and with the Toyotas going in, I'd already spent enough money, and I sort of got out at the right time, and then this opportunity come up, and I took it. So it's up for lease. We're leasing the vehicle out as well. So anybody that wants to have a drive in a midget, they can do that as well. So, yeah.
How many laps have you done in a midget?
I'll tell you when I get out the gate.
So this is 0 time?
0 time. 0 time.
Where do you think the big difference is going to be?
Probably without the wing. It'll be a bit slower in the corners, a lot faster down the straight. But no, I'll get to grips with it. A couple of laps, hopefully we'll get in the groove. And
we get set for the first midget race of the season here at Palmy Speedway. Brought to you by A Parts Ford and Mazda. Over 10 laps we go. Green McGill. Great jump in the 93. Throws it in hard into turn 1 and 2. That's what we want to see. Then we got the 6S rider behind him, Neville Thompson. Here comes the Necki Nitro car in third place as they hit turn 3 and 4. Hickman up the inside now, looking for that 4th spot. And the 24S will be the third place car of Williams out of Stratford. Go back to Hickman. the 95 car. JD Hickman Castrol car there, this 95S. Still Carl McGill leading, sliding it through to turn 1 and 2. God, I miss these days. Ben Hoos pulls to the infield in the 74 car.
Carl McGill's flying there, isn't he?
Oh, he definitely is. He's got Hickman in behind him now, though. This is the real battle going to heat up.
Hickman will find a way through. If anyone can find a way, he'll find it. He probably knows that the guy in front of him had no lot of time in one of these. He also knows he's had a lot of time in the mini sprint. He's going to come down the inside.
Slide job done.
Through.
That's the one. That's how these midgets do it. They just slide on up the inside. And Hickman goes to the lead. No surprises there. I'll tell you what, though. McGill done a great job out in front, and he's going to be one to watch as he adapts to this car and the track throughout the night. 8 laps into it, they'll get the white flag this time round as Hickman comes out of 4. The 95S car takes the white, 1 to go, and he's almost lapping them. Getting into lap traffic now as well.
He's a sector, I would imagine, going to get through on the start finish line.
I don't think so. He's going to get that high line right around the outside. He goes around the 74V car. So the 8V, and he'll take the win.
Averaging 16 seconds, a lap.
That record is 14.8 by Zach Calm, the American. Here we go, race 2 for the midgets. Underway. Hoos gets the jump on Hickman. And we've got collision, we got one up and over. Oh,
wow.
Big time. Carl McGill done well to evade that one. It'll be the 6S. Neville Thompson, he's gone over. He actually collected the 11 of Ricky Paul as well on his way through. Well, how cool is it having the midgets back at Palmy Speedway? A couple of rolls in there as well, and Duane, the ace Hickman, taking out the win there. Now we catch up with Brendan Lemont, the man who drives the tank known as Nugget. We chat to Brendan about winning the points last season, taking out Stock Car Driver of the Year, and his Pumas debut. And of course, with his Pumas debut, came a teams race this year as well against the Rotorua Rascals. So let's catch up with Brendan, then kick back and watch the Pumas take on the Rotorua Rascals at Palmy Speedway.
G'day, I'm Brendan Lemont, 174P stock car. This is Nugget. It used to be Ash Reese's 1NZ car. Last season we managed to pick up the season points, which was pretty cool. It was our first season contracting to Palmy. Last season we decided to step it up big time with our maintenance and the amount of hours in the shed, and it obviously paid off. We also won Best Presented, which we put a lot of effort into. And we got Stock Car Driver of the Year. We also made the Pumas and got second at New Zealand teams and third at Peterbarry's. Going into the 2019-20 season, I would like to go back-to-back in the season points and definitely like to win Best Presented. I'd love to have my name on the Robin Pratt. I know Trish very well, and I think that would, out of all the trophies that can be won in Palmy, I would personally like that one on my mantelpiece for a while. But we got fourth last year by 1 point. Got two. It was a 41 car field, and we got second, and then we were running in fourth. Got a flat right rear, and that dropped us 6 spots. And then we got second in the last race, so we got 2 seconds in the 41 car field. It wasn't too bad, but we came away with the win on the points that night on finals night, so we didn't go away empty-handed. But I would like to win the Robin Pratt very much, big time. So I knew I won the points on finals night. I knew I hadn't won the Robin Pratt because of my second heat. I didn't have quite enough points. One thing the team selectors have said to me is count your laps and try and figure out where you are. And I knew I was in second, so I knew I won the teams. I knew I won the points, and I was fist pumping in the car, and people probably thought I won the Robin Pratt, but I knew I'd won the points. And that was a big highlight for me. It really was, you know. I really enjoyed that. Another big highlight is in Wellington. I started on grid 28, and we got second in a race. So to pass that many cars in one race is a huge effort. And Speedway's got a selfish sport, you know. Like we get the glory, we get all that stuff. So for me, like my crew turn up every single Tuesday night, and if they have to, every single Thursday night and every Saturday. And so a highlight for me is that camaraderie of the crew, and they still keep coming back and doing it for them, and it's a big thing. So that's also a highlight. The racing's cool, but the fact that the crew can be involved is a huge thing for me, and the family as well. So we've got some big sponsors on board that we like to look after. basically every one of our sponsors helps us race and in any way. But yeah, we got Gull New Zealand on board, Allied Concrete, Mitre 10 Trade, Palmerston North, Motomuck, Origin Homes, Fiberglass Body Specialists, Wellington Toyota Dismantlers, Building King Products. We've got custom screen printing. We also have Stay Safe Fire Protection, Sign Fusion. A big part of cleaning the car and as terms of presentation is we've got Motomuck on board this year, and we use their products religiously last year. And if you're looking to clean your car easy, Motomuck is by far the easiest thing to use. It'll saves you hours. So we went from cleaning a car for 3 hours down to an hour and a half. And you know, the car looks pretty amazing, and that came down to the guys that painted it and supplied the paint. So the paint is supplied by Complete Paints in Palmerston North here, Dave and his team there, and then Brent Tanidi from Advanced Panel and Paint painted the car, and we think it came up, you know, pretty good. We're really happy with how it's come out, and obviously the motor's done by Nelson and Brian Hartley, and we got a little bit more out of it, and we're really looking forward to this season, and we'll see how we can get going and go and wreck it, I suppose.
Right, the pace chute comes off. 10 laps, a stock car teams race. We go green. Burmester gets away, and it'll be the 5.35. Aaron Powell on debut for the Rascals. Off he goes as well. Keegan Orr's going to hold up Brendan Lemont and Cameron Renwick. So Burmester leads it from Powell. Then we go back. Keegan Orr holding up Lemont and Renwick. Then we got the 8.53. That'll be Shannon Orr. Oh, look at this big shot there from Orr. And Kyle Lamb goes up the side of Orr. Shannon Orr, that is. Burmie's still leading at the 1.72. We've got Brandon Juglet in the wall as Lemont takes a big shot at the 3.58. James Clifton. And Kyle Lamb goes in as well. Serves him up. Brandon Juglet fires up now. Burmester drives on straight through Steve Gray. Tell you what, the Pumas are putting in some demi in this race. The 1.72, Daniel Burmester leading the charge. Keegan Orr, he'll be sitting in second. Looks like the Pumas now have lost the lead, the 5.35. Aaron Powell is the lead car for the Rotorua Rascals. Brendan Lemont, he's chasing him down. He's going to have to stop though, because Burmester is your second place car. Keegan Orr in third. Oh, we've lost Kyle Lamb. Aaron Powell still your lead car, the 5.35 out of Rotorua. Lemont's hunting him down. I think he's trying to attack in the form of defence, because Burmester is the lead Puma now. Juglet's got the leader held up. This is what we want for the Pumas. Burmester around the outside and into the lead. So the 1.72 is your lead car for the Rascals. They've got to do something here.
7.25, right in the back of the 2.72.
3.53 now. Steve Gray. As Lemont goes round. So Renwick has to get rid of Steve Gray. Burmester's going to get the white flag this time round. 1 to go for the Pumas. The new look Pumas up against the Rotorua Rascals. And Daniel Burmester's going to have pretty much a clear track in front of him. He's got Brendan Lemont running shotgun. The only car that could get them, no, it's not going to be back on track in time. So Daniel Burmester will come across the line and give the Palmerston North Pumas victory up against the Rotorua Rascals. Here we are with a successful Pumas manager, Ian Parfitt, winning the first of 2 home and away challenges this year for the Pumas versus the Rascals. Ian, as I say, you took the win, and you must be pretty happy with that result.
Yeah, certainly are. You know, we're a team of a couple of young guys having basically their first team race, plus a few of the other ones that were in the team in Stratford. And hey, you know, they put everything on the line tonight out there. They hit hard, read the race, and yeah, they come away with a win.
Well, that was a very happy Palmerston North Pumas manager, Ian Parfitt, after they took out that win against the Rotorua Rascals. Now, though, it's time for a bit of Superstock action, and we go in-car with Rebecca Barr. She has been on fire this season. And watch her battle it out with Peter Rees.
Interesting to see if Rebecca can get away, get a good start and get away and just see how much speed she's got on that car tonight.
Oh, well, I mean, she pulled away from Graham Barr, and here we go. We'll soon find out because Rebecca Barr's in the lead, but Peter Rees straight into it. The 2NZ car, of course. Now to Gisborne, giving Shane Davis the hurry up. They're both to the wall. She's a bit wet out there. This Beck slides it into turn one. Peter Rees riding behind. Shane Davis, Michael Williamson, Ethan Rees, James Malia. We've got Ian Penn going round and Gary Davis back on the starter motor. Off he goes. Darren Quirks spun up as well as Zach West slows it up enough to not make too much contact. But either way,
she's going to have a go at Peter Rees as well.
Dan Pole's on the infield as well, the 371, and Bex is holding off Peter Rees, that's for sure.
He got past her.
Oh, Malia's gone round, the 99. Whoop. Ian Penn goes round again, second lap in a row. So Rebecca Barr still holding off.
Peter Rees actually got past her, but she took the lead back. Oh, she
back. Malia moved, but he stalled it again. Bex leading the way, 3 laps down, ahead of Peter Rees. Oh, they're going to cut in because Zach West is stuck out wide now. The 24C car up against the wall. Peter Rees now up the inside of the 34.
She's got on the inside. She's going to try and get through back on the inside.
There comes the big squeeze from Rebecca Barr. Peter Rees holds on though. It's on for young and old here. There's Rees and Barr going at it. Shane Davis still in third. Michael Williamson, Ethan Rees, Graham Barr. And we go back to Benji Sneddon.
She's got through.
Great driving from Rebecca Barr. Here comes Rees again up the inside. Huge hit. Puts her in the wall. Rebecca Barr goes in. She's not going to give up that easy. She puts the big slide job in. The 34 giving it as good as she gets. Gets stuck out in the mud, in the marbles.
She's going to try and leap up on him though.
Rees puts himself in the wall. This is a great opportunity for Barr, and Shane Davis is going to go through the open door. Oh, Davis puts in a bit of bumper work. Great racing here. Ethan Rees is about to get involved in the 127. But Peter Rees now, he's got some car links over Rebecca Barr. The leader, Pete Rees, the 2NZ G car. Comes out of turn 4, followed by the 7W, Shane Davis. Ethan Rees there in third. Then we go back to now it's Benji Sneddon up into fourth. Oh, he spun it around. And Williamson's going to collect them big time. The wheel guards come off. We're going to have to go red for that one. Peter Rees will get the white flag, one to go for the 2NZ. Shane Davis sitting in second. He's got Ethan Rees ready to pounce, and he does. The 127 up the inside of the 7. Peter Rees is slowing up though. Ethan Rees up the inside of Pete. Are they going to collide and let Davis through? No, it'll be Shane Davis in third. So Ethan Rees will come home and take the win ahead of Shane Davis.
How good was that battle between Rebecca Barr and Peter Rees? Very unlucky though for a flat tyre there for Bex. Keep watching because we've got a bit more Rebecca Barr later on in the show. Meantime, it's back to Stratford Speedway and our guest interviewer, a man who he's quite enjoying his time with the microphone in hand, Daniel Nicol. He'll have a chat to some drivers, so will Shane Dewar, and we also watched Shane Dewar, from what I've seen on the clip, bit of teams racing action going on in the mini sprint class. Either way, catch up with Oval Superstar Series Round 1 from Stratford Speedway.
New segment, drivers interviewing drivers. Ben Vaughan, current 3NZ, got the nickname Fast-Paced Benjamin Vaughan these days. Here with a McDonald's backed CSR chassis. Ben, recently you've become a member down here and you're here on a regular basis, mate. Looking forward to tonight for round 1 of the OST.
Yeah, I am actually. I don't exactly like the place, unfortunately, but yeah, no, it's good. It's good to race against guys like you. You know, keep you honest, and it's good that your family supports me with my racing by Eddie McDonald's, and you know, it's good.
Yeah, mate, we're still in tight family discussions about that back home with the kids, eh? But no, you're doing the job. You're representing McDonald's well, mate. You're travelling around the country again, and track's been testing the last few weeks. Hoping it's got better tonight, man, and what's your plans for it if it doesn't?
Yeah, well, yeah, the tracks have been a bit challenging, and but yeah, you just got to drive through the holes if you have to. You know, I'm starting on grid 14. I got you at 15 in the first one, so I've got to start moving or you'll be hitting me up the backside, no doubt.
It's a big field, Oval Superstars. Great to have you guys in town. Donald Kuriger. Watch Sean Dickey, car 10. See where he is? You watch him carve his way through the field. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, no! End for end up there. That's a hell of a rollover. Here's a flag. Let's go racing. Go! Sean Dickey, look at him go, number 10. Powering his way through there. 72, Elliot Heron. Running second place behind 73. Aaron Sowery. Oh, look! What a move. Elliot pulls down the back straight. Elliot Heron in the lead. 88 Conrad Hall still second place. 38 Donald Kuriger. Donald's running third. Bailey Betts 4. Oval Superstars on the pack. Sean Dickey number 10. So fast that guy. Comes in behind Donald Kuriger. Tries for an inside. Oh yeah! Gets out wide, bit of a touch, but doesn't slow him down, loses at one place, and behind Bailey Betts, takes it right back, look at that, smacks it right back. Wow! Brilliant! Sean Dickey. White flag, last lap for the British Sprints. Elliot Heron wins. Conrad Hall second. Donald Kuriger third.
Yeah, how's it going? Shane Dewey here, winner of the first round of the OST. Ben Vaughan next to me here, third place tonight. He came second last year. I'm the last year's champion. Good night for the first round of the OST. We're looking forward to going to the next 4 rounds. I think next round's Kiki next weekend, so stay tuned and we'll be throwing some dirt. Anything to add, Ben?
Hey, it's a good series. A lot of fast cars. Mini sprints, quick class. You know, when you're lapping quicker than the midgets, it's a good class to be in. So hopefully we see you there, and the racing will be fast and hard, and yeah, be good.
Well, there it was. First round of Oval Superstars got underway in Stratford, and yeah, nice shot there from Shane Dewar, just saying. Maybe he could be eligible for the Panthers, who are taking on the Auckland All-Stars in our next segment, including the first female driver for the Palmerston North Panthers, Rebecca Barr. So a good early hit out for the Palmerston North Panthers, taking that win over the Auckland All-Stars. Just unlucky to come up short in the final against the Kiki Kings, but good to see them blooding some new drivers too. Now we go to another young driver, Jamie Hemi, a man who's got plenty of potential. 4th season of Superstock racing, would you believe that? Anyway, we catch up with Jamie, we talk about potential of teams racing himself, and then we see how Jamie goes in Heat 1 and Heat 2 of King of the Arena Superstock Best Pairs on the Friday night. After that, we'll catch up with Rebecca Barr, or Dave will anyway, catch up with Rebecca Barr about her first night and see how we go.
We're here for the King of the Arena Superstock Best Pairs, and I've got the Hemi team, the Rev Walker Motorsport team. Got Wayne and Jamie here. Jordan's hiding somewhere in the bus, so we'll catch up with Wayne and Jamie. Jamie, first off, mate, 4 years this is your 4th year in the tank. Man, that time's gone pretty quick, eh?
Yeah, it has gone pretty quick. I didn't know that till now, so...
For this season for yourself, it's just a bit more development and getting more seat time, and obviously the goal, I guess, this year would be to qualify for some championships as well, yeah?
Yeah, that's qualify for that's any championship would do me at the moment, and my main goal is to get into a team for the team champs, but we'll see what happens.
I like the sound of that, Jamie, Hemi and a team. I think that could be awesome. We'll cross over to Wayne. Wayne, I'll start on that one. Jamie and a team.
Well, it's kind of, he's got to get there one day, but, he needs to get the experience, and, there's a lot of good young drivers coming through, so there's a bit of a bottleneck there, and he's got to do the laps and get the work done to be able to prove himself to be in the team. So that comes with experience, and, he'll get there one day.
So Blake Adamson will start from pole. Zane Dykstra in the 38P off grid number 2. Ron Ty 599. Jamie Hemi 571. Then we go back to Rebecca Barr 34. Keegan Levine in the 5W. Chris Collingwood there in the 947. Brent Hislop in the 9P.
Utes left.
We go green. Good jump there. Adamson's holding them off. And Dykstra will go to the outside. Zane Dykstra. Oh, we got one round. That's Brendan Charlin. Ricky Dykstra pushing him. Scott Penn gets spun up in the mix. Looks like Brad Eulenberg. Yep. Tim Ross has gone round. Daryl Roper. Your leader's the 38, Zane Dykstra. The Dykstra car heading out of turn number 4. Then we've got Blake Adamson, Rebecca Barr, Keegan Levine. Having a great battle, those two. Of course, the two Levines paired together. Chris Collingwood smokes himself into the wall with 947. Race for the Panthers last weekend. Here's Wayne Hemi sitting in behind and not too far away. Jordan Dare as well. So the Walkers are appearing running pretty close to each other. We've lost Ricky Dykstra. So we've lost the 28P while the 38P is clearing leads at Rebecca Barr now. Slots into second ahead of Keegan Levine. Blake Adamson's gone back to 4th. I think we might have some less issues with the 38, but he's leaving the race ahead of Rebecca Barr in the 34 car. And Rebecca's going to catch up to the 38. Hemi's made his way into 4th. Adamson's dropped back to 5th. Oh, Scott Penn goes round again, courtesy of Brendan Charlin. Not a great night at all for the 77. Stuck in a very awkward position in front of that grandstand. In the meanwhile, Keegan Levine's fired Rebecca Barr out wide, and Dykstra up the inside of Jamie Hemi. He's going to have to battle his way through a bit of lap traffic here. But it's still, I was going to say Dykstra leading, but it's not. It's Keegan Levine who's gone to the lead, and Wayne Hemi into second. Hemi into second, Dykstra in 3rd. Then we go back to Rebecca Barr. Blake Adamson doing a great job. Oh, Eulenberg's gone round. Pulls out in front of his Stratford teammate. Your leader still Keegan Levine.
Hemi right behind
2
him.
laps to go for the 5 dub. Hemi's got a bit of smoke coming out of that car. Leah Eulenberg slots in behind Hemi. We've seen a battle between those two a few times. So white flag, 1 to go for Keegan Levine, the 5W from Wayne Hemi. That smoke's getting a lot more now. Starting to see it through the cockpit as well. Zane Dykstra sitting in 3rd, Rebecca Barr in 4th, Jordan Dare in 5th. It's going to be a good haul of points here for Red Walker Motorsport. Zane Riddick gets pushed out the way, and Keegan Levine will take Heat 1 from Wayne Hemi. Heat 1 of the Auto Interiors Superstock Best Pairs King of the Arena done, and it's 5W Keegan Levine that takes the win from a very smoky 591P Wayne Hemi. 3rd to Zane Dykstra, the 38P. 4th, 34P Rebecca Barr. 5th, the 581P of Jordan Dare. And 6th, 9P, it's Brett Hislop.
Very impressed with Rebecca tonight. I was impressed a couple of weeks ago, but she keeps the wood hard in.
If Yeah, good to see Pickard out there as well after his pairing 99 of Blake Adamson having a great run. And speaking of Blake Adamson, there he is, the 99 from Stratford. Very short stint in youth mini stocks, a couple of meetings in adults and into a super stock.
Looks like the Ute will leave at any time. Like now. Andrew McKenna with green flag. We've gone green.
Yeah, and Ricky Dykstra this time leading us away in the 28. So it was Zane in the first heat, Ricky now. Look at this, round the outside, Clive Elliott takes the lead. Graham Barr pushing his way through. Ethan Levine, he's going to get stuck out wide. Make sure the cars don't slide up into him, and that wet track down there in turn 3 holds it in the 4th spot. So Ricky Dykstra leads in the 28 from Graham Barr. Ethan Levine and Clive Elliott battling it out. Wayne Moss, Peter Exton, Darryl Wallace with 3 gorges in a row.
Oh, we had a 38.
Oh, Levine's gone round. Levine's gone round in the 46. Graham Barr, your race leader, crosses the line now. 32. Won the 32 car. Ricky Dykstra still in second. Ahead of Clive Elliott, Wayne Moss, Peter Exton, Darryl Wallace, the 557, Lee Gillenberg in the 28.
Beltop right behind him and Ross behind him.
Collingwood in the 947, so a couple of re-spanks as well. It's almost like the chassis are running in formation here, David.
They are, aren't they?
Big pile up down there in turn number 3. Blair Yellenberg leaning all over Clive Elliott. He's got Malsop giving him a hurry up too, and Rebecca Barr. I'll tell you what, the Barr team are going to be a fair few points ahead after this heat is Rebecca Barr. Look at it, she shoots right up the inside of about 3 cars out of turn 4, and now she's going to climb up Yellenberg. They've both gone to the wall hard. Yellenberg's come to a stop. Elliott's gone into Malsop, trying to avoid it all. And Bex has lost the 3 or 4 cars she passed.
I tell you what though.
Oh, Jamie Hemme fires himself in. Barr is still your leader from Ricky Dykstra, Wayne Moss, Brett Hislop. It's 1 lap to go. Collingwood's going to push Barr right out to the wall. They're going to come up on a very slow pace. Jamie Hemme, oh, he's got the loud pedal going again. Just some problems with the 571 tank. Pulls it to the infield now, and Graham Barr, yes he will, cross the line, taking the win from Ricky Dykstra, Clive Elliott. Heat 2 for Superstock best pairs done. Graham Barr, the 32p, picking up the win. Another great result for the Dykstra pairing. 28p, Ricky Dykstra picking up second. Third to 25s, Wayne Moss. 9p, Brett Hislop picks up fourth. 34p, Rebecca Barr in fifth. And 6 to 77p, Scott Penn.
Rebecca, good night last night. You were going real well.
Yeah, it was a good night, and Dad kept his end of the bargain up and raced good too. So.
Didn't he just? Did you have a conversation over breakfast?
Yeah, you know, that was a pretty tough conversation. No one wanted to let anyone down, that's for sure.
Now, I've got to ask you, in fact, a lot of people have been asking me, they say, when you're talking to Bex next time, congratulate her firstly on the Panthers, making the Panthers. That's another, what do they call it? Another arrow in your bow, or bow in your arrow, whatever they call it, because you made the Mustangs. First woman to ever drive for the Panthers. Different or not?
It was definitely a different experience racing with the Panthers. You know, it was a good bunch of guys and some good experience around me, which made it a lot easier going out there racing. So yeah, it was a very cool experience.
The team's racing side, you've really taken to it like a duck to water, really, and it's something that you're acquitting yourself real well.
Yeah, seems a bit like that. Probably not to Mum and Dad's happiness about it, but no, they're supporting me, so that's the main thing.
Oh, well, of course. Well, I mean, your dad's been through that, and he knows what to expect. But you've obviously done extremely well, but just even the solo racing, I just, maybe it's imagination, but I just think this year it's another step up for you.
Yeah, this year's definitely seems to be my year at the moment, so hopefully the good luck keeps coming and we'll see what happens.
So as far as teams this year is concerned, would you be putting a name up?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. Well, I think you've got a great future in the teams. Well done, Bex. We're very proud of you, and good luck tonight.
Sweet, thank you very much.
All
Cheers.
the best.
So good to catch up once again with Rebecca Barr, who Rebecca and Graham went on to win the Superstock Best Pairs King of the Arena. How many people can say they won Superstock Best Pairs with their dad, or in Graham's case, with his daughter? Anyway, we stick with Dave, because Dave likes chatting up the birds, and he's going to chat to Hannah Field, 51p stock car.
Well, out of the mini stocks last year and a year before that into the stock car, big sister stock car already.
Yeah.
And that's Hannah Field. Hannah, first year in, what do you think?
Yeah, first year it's going pretty good. Just had my second meeting last night in it, which was not too bad. Started picking up the pace in the third race, which was pretty good. Ended up qualifying 18th overall for my group, which I was pretty chuffed with because wasn't expecting to do very well. So
what was it like out there? Was it different?
Yeah, completely different to mini stocks. Just heaps more hitting, which was mean, to be honest. Like, it was pretty mean.
Were you giving it yourself?
Yeah, I was giving it. I was receiving it. No issues. Car's a bit battle scarred now, but it's all good.
So it's a big difference from the mini stocks. And what are you sort of trying to achieve? You just want to get a bit quicker and a bit quicker, get the lap times up a bit?
Yeah, just a bit quicker. You know, maybe place at a championship here and there, get some trophies, get some seat time, really, just prove the boys wrong, pretty much.
So what are the boys saying? Are
They
saying
always
you're
say,
girly?
yeah, they always say girls aren't the same, girls aren't that quick,
Well,
you know.
well, you're not going that quick yet.
Not going that quick yet, but I'll catch them.
So they're right, hey?
Yeah, for now.
They're right.
They'll keep.
And do they say you're not using the bumper enough?
No, they haven't said that yet because they know I'll use it.
And you're not using the bumper enough?
Oh, I have been using the bumper enough.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I'll tell you, Dave, I've been using it.
Now, what about teams racing? I mean, there is a girls' team out there.
Yeah, that's definitely something I'd be interested in doing one day. Bit of rough and tough with the boys. I'm not too fast, but yeah, I wouldn't mind doing teams racing for sure.
How long do you intend to be in the stock? I mean, do you want to give it 2 or 3 seasons, give it a good go?
Yeah, probably 2-3 seasons, possibly upwards to 5, but I mean, it all depends too on what sort of damage I do too.
And wouldn't it be nice to jump into a super?
Yeah, it'd be mean to jump into a super one day.
So have you written a letter to Santa?
Yeah, well, I keep asking Mum and Dad for a super or a saloon, and
You're doing it wrong.
They keep saying no, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
No, you're doing wrong. You've got to write to Santa.
All right, I'll write to Santa
It's not your mum and dad.
It's not the parents, it's
Santa.
Santa.
That's going to bring it for you.
All right, I'll ask Santa.
So it's Santa or Mr. Claus. He answers
Mr.
to both.
Claus, yep.
North Pole.
Yep.
Care of the Elves.
Care of the Elves, yep.
Dear Santa.
Yep, dear Santa.
This year.
I would like a super stock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Any particular colour?
Pink and black.
Pink and black.
Yeah.
All right. Big motor, big V8 motor.
Yeah, it goes real fast.
A seat with a reclining footrest.
Yeah, that'd be nice too, yeah.
And
maybe even a cup holder for my drinks.
Of course, and a full stereo.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Quad speakers all around the cab.
You know, bass and everything.
Yeah, well, well, it's all about the bass, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all about the bass.
I'm sure somebody said that before in the past.
Yeah, probably.
So Hannah Field was actually very unlucky not to qualify for the event we're about to show you. Heat 3 of Stock Car King of the Arena. Boy, it was entertaining. Kyle Rowe, watch that. Luke Myers, he's a man on a mission. Dion Mooney, he features again, but probably not for the right reasons. After that, we'll catch up with the winner of King of the Arena. The ute is off, the flag is dropped. Luke Healy getting a bit of a jump, but it's Tyler Walker straight into the lead. And straight away we've got cars on the brakes. Regan Penn into Royden Winstanley. Oh, Winstanley stuck outside Penn. Taylor Lamp trying to block Penn, and Winstanley gets stuck in it as well. He's underway now, the 82. We got one up and over, big time, Kyle Rowe. Wow.
79.
Holy hecker. And we are underway. Tyler Walker's your race leader. Oh, Dion Mooney's got problems. The 6V.
He missed the gear.
He's underway now, though. And look at this. Is Brandon Juglet going to have a go at him? Oh. Brandon Juglet. He went to have a go at Dion Mooney.
Wasn't to be. We got one in the wall. We got one up and Carol Pajewski again. Either way though, we go back to Tyler Walker as your race leader ahead of Josh Prentice. Lucas Hay, Blair Lockett, Jaden Hall, Luke Myers, Joshua Trott, Tony Whelans, Dylan Ashton, Dion Mooney is in there. Holtham, he's almost a lap down now. The 317. Oh, and look at that, Tyler Walker.
Mooney's up the wall.
Mooney is up the wall, and Luke Myers has got him.
Will he get him over?
How's that?
Good enough.
One of the Dion Mooney sponsors.
I think he's going over.
Well, Luke Myers is trying to get out there, and their wings have actually attached.
Oh, he's hooked.
Their wings have attached, otherwise Mooney was going over. He's hung up on the wall. We're underway again. Your leader is Tyler Walker, the 1NZ.
Myers is waiting for someone.
Bryce Jensen, is he going to have a dive there? Winstanley, no. Maybe he is. He had a crack at the 82. 82's gone round. Hit the wall, he grabs the gear and off he goes.
Oh, there goes
Myers. Myers is after Prentice. So Luke Myers has made his intentions clear on Prentice. As Bryce Jensen's running shotgun for the 5 dub. We got Huggies in the wall in front of the grandstand.
Oh, Byron Rowland taking out.
That'll be Lockett. Luke Myers is taking up a bit of running. Now he's slowing up. He's working out what is Puma. Jensen's gone round. Bryce Jensen's gone round. Here we go. Lamb takes Tyler Walker to the wall, and Prentice has gone to the lead of the race. He's got Luke Myers in front of him now. Holtham's having a crack at Myers. Yes, he is. He's helping Prentice. Myers has got them both stuck behind him. Prentice has gone to the infield. Jensen now is going to go into bat for Myers. For Prentice. Prentice scoots.
There he is.
A good quarter of the track away. Myers too focused on Jensen. Oh no, Winstanley fired up the inside. He had nowhere to go there.
No, he had nowhere.
Jensen's going after Winstanley. Bit of cat and mouse into the corner. And Winstanley comes out on that one. It's all on here. Well, Prentice is approaching Myers. Lamp hit a shot. Prentice has gone round. And
that means 82 will be your race leader.
Well, no. 82 was a lap down, so Jaden Hall is your race leader. Tyler Walker in second. Prentice is on 80. Winstanley's on 79. There's 1 point in it. Myers has to get Prentice. He has to get the 5W. He can't. Winstanley now. Winstanley has to pass another car, but there's no one in front of him to pass. He's a lap down on the 135. The only way to stop Prentice from winning is to stop him, because Winstanley's still a point behind.
It's not going to do it.
Well, Myers has passed the finish line. Prentice is going to come through. Hall will take the win. A great win for the 135. But here's your King of the Arena champion, the 5W, Josh Prentice. Provisional all, of course. It's still going on. Winstanley will finish up second overall. King of the Arena winner, Josh Prentice, the 5W, mate. Turn this around. Let's have a gaze at this too. $5,000. That's got to set you up pretty good for the season, or part of it anyway. Let's be fair.
Oh, it's just going to take a lot of pressure off with the New Zealand Supers coming up, and the GP next week, and the World 240s and Superstock teams. You know, we can make sure we've got good rubber and heaps of fuel to carry on with these big events. So, it's all good. And at the end of the day, if I didn't win, I was still going to be happy. You know, you qualify. Once you qualify, that's the biggest achievement, and then anything after that's a bonus. And I kind of wanted it. I've won the Robin Pratt, I've won the Manual 2s, and yeah, this just really topped it off. You know, I've been racing the Super Stock this year, so I haven't really done the stock car, and I really wanted to do it this weekend. And after last night, the way the car was performing, I didn't really think it would happen, but it's real stoked to be able to take the win tonight.
Yeah, last night it wasn't really going your way, but I mean, it was all out warfare last night as it was, and you managed to scrape through to qualify tonight. it was like Josh Prentice of old. I think I do remember the Manawatu title you ran here without no one touching it. It was a little bit different tonight though, wasn't it? Heat 3, it was all on, and it was even some people that you don't expect got you, but hey, it was awesome.
Oh, Heat 3 tonight, that's probably one of the best finals that goes back for a while now, you know, like usually a final now doesn't really get that entertaining, but yeah, there was probably a few people that I didn't think would swing, but hey, the crowd come here to see entertainment, and I'm pretty sure if they're not happy, then there's something wrong, because that last race was entertaining, and yeah, it was just trying to survive. I was just like looking around. Mooney got taken out, and I was like, I'm next. And but thankfully, my club mate, we were only 2 of us, but we went to war together, and yeah, we managed to take on Palmy, and we've come out on top. So it's good for our club.
I was going to say, you had one club mate out there, Bryce Jensen. Did you guys have a bit of a chat before the race, or does it just flow, or did Bryce just do what he wanted to do?
Oh, we had a talk, but at the end of the day, we're on the same page as you just go out there and do what you want to do, but our club's really growing at the moment, especially with our stock car team, and we're all starting to work together, and I think like to win New Zealand teams and that, like events like this, when you're working together, it's only growing our team to be stronger. And a young fella like Jensen, he's new to our young guns team, but like nights like to this is how you get respect, and he's certainly earning it this year.
We know you're a humble guy. Firstly, obviously you want to thank a few sponsors. We got Steve's Appliances. They're a new sponsor to Speedway, so that's cool to get a bit of recognition for them out in the event. But you've got your own you probably want to thank as well.
Yeah, like Steve's Appliances, the Manawatu Speedway Club Committee, the track, you know. Putting an event on like this, it was going to be a risky one, you know, with Christmas coming up, with titles coming up, whether you're going to get the cars, but you guys managed to track the cars. You got South Island cars here, you got them from Huntly, Rotorua. You know, you guys have done all the work, and it's really paid off, and I'm pretty sure that this event's probably going to maybe go as big as the New Zealand champs, and you know, like you say, without my sponsors this year, you know, we're trying to run 2 cars, and you know, we've got to get results to keep the sponsors happy. So it's real good, and without them, and especially my crew this weekend, they've worked tirelessly. You know, it's not just about me. I just steer it really and tell them what I want to do, but everyone behind the scenes is doing all the work, and that's the bit where it pays off, you know.
Well, there you have it. A man who's clocked many laps around Palmy Speedway, now racing out of Wellington, and now the king of the arena, Josh Prentice. Humble guy to interview. Anyway, we've gone from the winner to someone who qualified through the repechage, had a pretty alright first heat, and then decided to put herself on his side for the next 2. It's Carol Pajewski out of Stratford.
Big thanks to all my sponsors, and definitely to my mum and dad. My mum and dad put a lot of time and money into my cars, and yeah, and to the boys that have helped me this weekend. It's been fucking awesome. Like,
you can't swear.
You know what? I really don't care right now. I'm so thankful to everyone that's helped me over the weekend. It's been awesome. It's had its roller coaster moments. Yeah.
Well, that was Carol Pajewski. And also to note, Carol Pajewski went on to qualify for the North Island Stock Car Champs at Kiki a couple of weeks ago. Good on you. Right now, though, it's to the epic Heat 3 of the New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix at Robertson Holden International Speedway in Palmy. And keep an eye out for 88p Jack Myers and even 8p of Scott Myers. They're up to something.
Peter Rees does win the title. He picks up the Grand Slam. That is the New Zealand Superstock title, the North Islands, the Grand Prix, the 240s, and we are going green. Heat 3 underway, and look at that. As we said, the smooth run here from Simon Johnson and Jason Long banks it out wide. The 110 looking for the slingshot. Look at that. Robertson collects Scott Myers, and he gets collected himself. So the 89 dub already has problems. Jack Myers is cruising the pole line. What's he up to? The 88 feet. Looks at the gear and he's underway again. He's sitting on the pole line. Here it goes, Peter Rees. In behind Jack Myers now on turn 2. 5 Mark Elliott's going to look for a way, and he's going to get stuck amongst this. He manages to get past Myers. Scott Joplin is racing with Peter Reed, being held up by Jack Myers. It's all on here. Kevin House, Reed with that time. Scott Joplin, the race leader, ahead of the running set of Jason Long. Myers back to the pole one, adjusting the mirrors. Simon's still in second. Sorry. Jack Myers has picked up Jamie Hamilton now. So Myers is going to be the one who plays a part in it. Jack Myers, that is. The 8B. Benson's up. Benson's put himself up. He rode the ball very high in 4. He's had all that money. He's finished out. He's on there. He's put himself out. And Jack Myers gets the ball for that. Jamie Hamilton's gone round. Sean Pearson won't cut it off. Scott Joplin, your race leader. Ahead of Jason Long. Ahead of Keegan Levine now. Up in the third. And he's the provisional points leader as well. We've still got 3 on 61. Sean Pearson's pulling off in the 1-1-2. Jack Myers and Scott Myers. The Myers are getting into Peter Reeves. Scotty's into it. We haven't seen this from Scotty since the days of the tank. How good is Scott Myers? It's all on here. It's Peter Reeves and Jamie Hamilton. There's Scott Myers and Jack Myers. And Jack gets beat off by Reeves. Still leading the race though. Look at it, for a big wind off. Oh, he disengaged the contact. It's all the Jack. And Reeves gets out of that. Still Joplin leading it. Scott Joplin, 3 laps to go ahead of Jason Long. Into the lead. Top points with Peter Reeves. Peter Reeves. This is provisionally top points with Keegan Levine. Jack Myers has got Jamie Hamilton all in behind him. So Jamie Hamilton looks like he is tied up for a third. We could have 2 runoffs here. One of them involving 4 cars. If it stays like this, Jack Myers has to pick up Peter Reeves. He's got to put the foot down now. It's white flag. White flag is out. Scott Joplin. Jason Long in behind. Peter Reeves, that's the man that got stopped. Keegan Levine has to make a last minute pass on Jason Long. He won't do it. Joplin takes the win. Scott Joplin from Jason Long. From Keegan Levine. Here we go. Peter Reeves is going to come round and finish the race in 13th spot. And we've got a runoff. We've got 2 runoffs.
Whoa, that was an awesome Heat 3. I'm going to catch my breath and I'm going to let Mike Wilson do a bit of talking because stuff's about to get interesting.
Keegan, provisionally a run-off for the title with Peter Reeves.
Oh, pretty happy. Bring it on.
That was a torrid third heat race, only 15 cars finished.
Yeah, no, it was pretty hectic. Just lucky that I didn't have to come up to any block cars, and yeah, I just ran a smooth race, and yeah, I'm pretty happy. So, hey, let's go.
You're still in this fighting, mate. It could be just 4 laps away from a Grand Prix debut title for you.
Yeah, pretty exciting, eh? But hey, top 3 guaranteed. So what happens now? Who cares? Top 3.
Yeah, so it's confirmed there. It's not only the runoff for you for first and second. We've got a 4-way runoff for 3rd place. That's how tight this championship was.
It's been a good night, eh? And just happy for Josh Prentice to rip in the dub, and he's in the runoff for 3rd. So hey, man.
Pete, you're still in it?
Oh no. Shit, I thought, oh, we got rid of that race, I'm going to have a beer now. Nah, run off.
You had some attention paid to you in that race.
Yeah, I'm honoured. Yeah, good on them. The home track they're looking after, eh?
It's a compliment, isn't it?
It is. I enjoyed that race. Loved it. Good test for the car too.
So just 4 laps away from perhaps your first GP crown?
Oh, yeah. First or second we're going to get. Doesn't really matter what, does it?
Oh, come on. Just quietly, you know you want that number 1 spot.
Oh, it'd be great. Yeah, don't get me wrong. But hey, Keegan's well deserved of it too, so best of luck to him.
4-car runoff for 3rd. It looks like they're trying to figure out where they're starting. Hang on a minute. Josh Prentice on pole. Jason Long from 2. Quinn Ryan from 3, and Jamie Hamilton from 4. Only one car to stand on the podium. Here we go. 4-car runoff. Long pushing Prentice to the infield. So Long, yeah, we're going to get the back out of that. Long's going to drag race Hamilton. Hamilton, we know, has the speed. Oh, look at this. Long pushes Hamilton wide. I thought Prentice was about to take a dive. Quinn Ryan with a big punt on Josh Prentice. He takes Prentice to the wall. Doesn't work. Now Long's on the defence. Hamilton goes through. Josh Prentice is going to open the door. He takes a shot at Hamilton. So Hamilton's round. It's a 3-car race now. 3-car race, and Prentice now is going to play the defence. It's the Hawkeyes versus Josh Prentice. Prenty's on. Oh, Prenty puts Long in, and he keeps it straight. The 15W keeps it straight. Quinn Ryan now. Oh, Hamilton's going to start running as well. They're spread out now. Long's going to stop and wait. So Long will stop and wait. That will stop. Yep, see, Hamilton knows it's not for him. White flag, 1 to go, and Long will guide Quinn Ryan to the checker. Josh Prentice, he almost took the wall on his own. And Jason Long guides Quinn Ryan to the checker flag. So Quinn Ryan will finish up 3rd at the New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix. This is it, the runoff for the title. Peter Rees starting from the pole position. Keegan Levine in the 5W. Starting from grid position 2. Winner takes the New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix. The first national title of the season for the Superstock class. Here we go. Revs are high. And the greens drop. Rees gets a jump on Levine and goes to the lead. Levine's going to try and chase him down. He's going to get better too. And he smokes up. Rees is sideways. Levine's facing the right way. And Levine's off and gone. Keegan Levine off and gone. The 5W. Oh, here we go. Rees is spun around now. They have to keep moving. Rees cannot stop. Physically stop. He has to keep moving. Keegan Levine clocks up his first lap. Rees will have a couple of shots now, and Levine can just sit behind him. He's not going to though. So Keegan Levine on Peter Rees. Oh, he spins him again. Keegan Levine through to the lead once again. That left rear wheel cover on Peter Rees' car has finally become something that's affected him. We're cutting up that left rear, and Keegan Levine with 1 lap to go on his way to become North Island champion. Sorry, the Grand Prix, that's how excited I am. Rees has got 1 corner to get him. Levine knows they both have to keep going. Rees gets it sideways. Keegan Levine, the New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix champion. The Hutt Park team will be loving this.
Well, I told you it was going to get interesting. Runoff between Keegan Levine and Peter Rees for first, with Keegan Levine taking the honours, and a 4-car runoff for third, with the Hawke's Bay boys, Quinn Ryan taking the 3rd overall, with a lot of help from Jason Long. Credit, though, to Josh Prentice, 15W. He almost defeated all 3 by taking all 3 out. The only one he didn't get the bumper on was Quinn. And also Jamie Hamilton. Man, that thing's fast. But now, though, let's catch up with our New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix champion, Keegan Levine.
Alright, catching up with our New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix winner, Keegan Levine. Keegan, mate, you had an absolute shocker of a first race. Spun to the rear of the field, finished up 13th, came back with 2 solid second placings. Talk us a little bit firstly through those through heats.
Yeah, well, I don't know, just the first one was a bit of a shocker, really. I didn't expect this at all, to be fair. Normally, a 13th place in a field like this is not the best finish, but hey, it just shows the speed and the quality of the cars. I mean, a 13th, and you can still take out a title. So, yeah, just pretty happy.
The last heat, at one stage there was 5 of you guys tied for first. Then all of a sudden we lost Simon Joblin, and that basically opened it up for you. You were solely out in front on 63. Pete Reeves, though, managed to make his way back up. He finished on 63. Then you heard you had a runoff. What was the thoughts going through your mind then?
Yeah, well, I saw Pete and Hamilton, they were getting a bit of attention, so I knew that I was hoping that me and Prenny might have come out 1-2, because I knew that I was a point separating us, so I just had to pass him, and I thought we had done enough for 1-2, but hey, still pretty happy. And Josh, awesome effort, man. Against 2 Hawke's Bay cars to still finish second, only a couple of car lengths behind, is top effort, so big things to come for Wellington.
You went out against Peter Rees, the man he's done runoffs galore. He's experienced at this. He didn't just want to win the New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix. Peter Rees wanted to win the Grand Slam. There was a lot riding on him. There was nothing riding on you. What was your feeling going into that runoff?
Yeah, I was just going to do anything to win it, really. I was just more thinking having GP in the stock car and Superstock at the same time was the only thought running through my mind. So, yeah, just pretty happy, eh? And, yeah, what else can you say?
There you go, Keegan Levine, your New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix champion. Come on, give him a round of applause, everyone.
Well, that's our New Zealand Superstock Grand Prix champion, Keegan Levine. And not long after that, Keegan and his brother Ethan finished 1-2 for the Hutt Park team at the North Island Stock Car Champs, with Keegs on the top step, of course. Anyway, that's the serious stuff of our show. Unless anything Duane's found on file.
Right, ready to go, Simon?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Cool, we good?
We've got an awesome display of our racing from out the... Oh, right. Yeah.
Was it live?
Nah.
Oh,
that's right, I've already sworn. To get us from Speedway. Okay, we started talking. At least when you interview a driver, you're like, bro, how was that race? Right, down here. Ooh, sorry. And we join him. We'll start that one again. That's where we need an elf. We talked to midget drivers. Wow, how's that for high drama? Let's hope. Oh, we'll start that again. Gotta tell Duane, do not edit.
Hear that, Duane?
Yeah, do not edit. Well, thanks for watching our Christmas special of Speedway The Inside Dirt. We're back next Thursday with our regular footage. In the meantime, though, stay safe, be merry, don't drink and drive, enjoy the events around the country. Until then, we'll see you next time.